Alrighty, well guys, we're going to get started with Kith and Kinship. We're just about done with all the main missions up here in Mount Tam. We got about 3 more main ones to go, I believe. This is what starts here. You see a lot of arc balls come in right here. But what we're going to do first is we're going to take care of this one with the inflicted, and then we'll start the Kith and Kinship mission. And these, same thing goes. I told you about these guys before. Some of them will come up on you pretty quick. That guy there being one, and when he's about ready to go down hard, he'll explode. You don't want to get that mess on you. And then you got one that spits at you and hits a mess when she hits you. Or it, I should say, I guess. I don't know if it's he, she, or what it is. They got some pretty good range on that spitter and fairly accurate. And these guys, they'll charge you. And kind of they'll get just within range, and then it's a quick sprint and they're on you. Well, there you go. That's what happens when the sprinter hits you. If you roll a couple of times, you get rid of that mess. What you gotta do, and you know, they ain't like hell bugs. You ain't gonna, hit them anywhere, you're gonna do the same amount of damage. You ain't got to concentrate on their mouth or their ass. Yeah. Although they be after your arse, I'll tell you that right now. And if you got a sniper rifle, well, you're gonna put, more damage per shot with it, so it gets you a little distance. But like I said, man, they'll charge quick. Now generally, with the veteran class, I use that saw and the bonfire rocket. Another one that works pretty good on the crowd, when you get them all masked up there right after they spawn in, is that sludge rocket. Put some of them poop shoes on them with that sludge rocket. The same with the bio grenade. I believe it's bio grenade. Yeah, I think so. I had to put some poop shoes on them too, slows them down, but it don't hit them with damage like that bonfire rocket or the pyro grenade does. I believe that puts a little more damage on them. Now we'll start the Kith and Kinship, and that's pretty much just follow along. It's self-explanatory, really. Ego's going to tell you everything you need to know.
This is the area Cass said to check out, but I don't see anyone. Let's take a look around and see what we can find.
Of course, you can run all over the place, like the inflicted do, or you can follow the marker right over here where you're supposed to go.
This area shows evidence of survivors, but it appears mutants were here too. That can't be good. This device must be how these survivors got their distress call to Cass. Looks like they were dragged away alive. But to where?
Nothing ever good about them mutants.
I'm getting new signals from an area north of your position. Get up there and check it out.
Mutants either. We're kind of going to fast forward on the travel time here. Trying to keep this one down to about 15 minutes. The first half of it. Well, no, I reckon the whole thing take about 15 minutes. Now, I'm doing this with the sniper like this because it's really easier instead of running around with an AR, and you know how you got get a little inaccurate there. I mean, you got some wild rounds to go wild on you. Whereas most of the time, if you take your time with that sniper rifle, you can drop them in one shot. Get right on to the next one. And then once I get them all, we go in and pick up the loot and hit where they got that marker over there and do the deed and excuse me, and go on with business. And I did this both ways. I had all the intentions I was going to put both ways on here, and I got eaten up too much time. And I mean, you guys know, it's not hard to figure out. I mean, come on, fellas, this ain't rocket science. I ain't saying gaming is dumb by any means. I certainly don't consider myself dumb.
So
I might be a
bodies,
redneck,
yet no blood.
but I got a little bit of
Let's take a closer look
sense.
and figure out what is going on around here. Cerebrospinal fluids have been extracted from these bodies. I have no logical explanation as to why mutants would do such an awful thing. We need to find the other survivors before they end up the same way.
Our radios are up and running.
See, there you
We're gonna
go.
lead on a handful of rescue beacons at the Kinship Plaza. Get over there and help those people out. Might be where Von Bach is.
Hey, this is where it's going to get wild over here. You definitely got to keep moving when you get into this over here. We're going to top off. I can't stress this enough. Always remember, make sure you got a full bag on you before you go out there. Don't want to get caught short. And you can see that I didn't reload my sniper rifle, but I'm going to change up here anyway, see. I hit that saw, and even on this guy, if I'm going when in this kind of situation, I want some bullets and some rockets with me. Yeah, that's still the saw. I got the scope on the saw.
Set me free! I can fight!
Get a little more accuracy out of it. When you ain't got as many rounds going wild. Plus fire and burst shot. Be good to go. Yeah. Sound like he's trying to throw up on you, don't he?
Get me out of here!
We got a corn cob up his ass, one. Maybe that's what he's trying to do. Trying to get that corn cob out of his ass.
This planet is ours! Get me out of here! Get around!
I knew there was help over here, but I didn't know she was on the way over here.
Closing!
I reckon we'll just follow her. Of course, it didn't help down there none either. I hit that barrel that exploded on the both of us. I guess she appreciated that, huh?
You won't regret
Lead on a
this.
group of
Clear!
survivors located
I'm
at
headed back to
Kinship
base!
Tower.
Enemies incoming! Ah!
Let's hurry. We need to help.
Oh, something else too. And I've heard some comments over the people that did use
Cover me!
in-game
Kill them all!
voice chat, whatever you want to call it, whether it's in-game or whether it's
This planet!
I don't know. I guess some of them use Mumble, some of them use what, TeamSpeak. I think some of them might even use Skype. But anyhow, this I heard this particular time that
Returning to base!
they was wondering why I left them. Well, I didn't leave nobody. I come in on the deal. Hey, you bet your ass I ain't leaving
Detecting a
unless,
large
you
amount of
know,
seismic activity.
I'm
Be
put
ready
down
for
and I
anything.
got a respawn on the other
Something
side of the
doesn't
map
seem
or
right
something,
here.
brother.
Stay on your toes.
But I respawn close by. I'll be
Public
back pretty
reinforcements
quick.
are on the way. We need to hold
But
our
I
position
didn't
until
leave.
they
And the
arrive.
point I'm trying to make here is don't
Some
mistake
mutants from the
leaving
underground appear to be
for
coursing
somebody
through the
using
tunnel.
tactics. What I did was I flanked around to the other side, to one side, where I didn't think they'd expect anything. Of course, being NPCs, and you know, we weren't playing PvP or anything. I came up behind. Actually, I ended up coming up behind them and got about half of them attention back on me and off the other 2 or 3 that was there, and we mopped them up pretty quick. And that particularly works good with the Void. You go up against them dudes, man. Now, a lot of people, myself included, you can take them out by yourself, but it's awful, sure an awful lot easier, and you get just as much credit for it. Takes a little longer because you got more people there, but it's all right. It's plenty all right to have help with the Void. Buggy, whatever you want to call them. And big mean things. They say that one throwing mines at or mortars at you, or whatever it is he's shooting out of his arm.
Trouble from the east.
Grenades. He's as bad as that damn black lung dude with the miners. Deadly accurate with them things, and he's got 2 waves of them, one from each arm. So you kind of caught the middle of it to begin with.
We've got E-Rep friendlies incoming.
Now, I'll tell you now, you get started in this one right here, it don't seem like it's going to ever end.
We can't leave any bad guys alive.
I found one!
We ain't got much longer.
Be careful.
That sounded like Big Ugly. Actually, I reckon if I was fair, and not insecure and all that stuff, he ain't ugly. He's a little different color, but the bio man, I mean, you know. Well, we was both down that time. She's gonna stay up there in the window, I reckon. Which is a smart thing to do. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, why not let the NPCs, the ones on your side, earn their keep? Because when you get down there, I reckon they're shooting blanks. So they don't never seem to put nothing down. There you go. Fire up and aim at it. Work your way up that pumpkin. Just tear that pumpkin up. Well, I reckon I am in this one. Right now, I don't know if anybody else goes through this or not, but it seems like with these guys, especially when you get a pile of them in here like this, once they put you down or once they draw blood, it seems like half a dozen or more of them are chasing you everywhere. They ain't gonna let up till they get you down. Then they don't let up then. Then they put you down, then they stand right there. Now, that ain't right. They stand right there, keep shooting at you, hitting on you, whatever they're doing. And you're trying to come back and revive amongst that. They need to redo that, I think. Once you're down, they ain't got no need to keep standing there shooting at you.
Moving up!
Let them walk off or something. Give you some breathing room to get it. Now I know when you self-revive, I know you got that little shock cushion, whatever you want to call it, for about half a second. That ain't, no, they need to be walked away. When they put you down like you're dead,
For the Republic!
there ain't no need of them standing around. Just walk them off, be done with it.
We got them all. The Earth
There we
Republic
go.
personnel are safe and sound. But it doesn't look like Mr. Von Bach is one of them.
No, he ain't one of them. OVB. And one thing I didn't do that I'm ashamed of myself I didn't do with this, usually if there's other players there, I always say thanks for the help, or good job, or something. I mean, you got the emote thing and the call back, whatever you call it, but that ain't good enough. They need to know something from, I could at least type something to them and thank them, and I didn't do that. I was pure ashamed. Yeah, it bothered me for a little while. All right, guys, that's it. We'll get on with the next one, and I'll see you later. Hope you had fun.